Hey everyone, I want to give you guys a pond update. Okay, so I just added some Medaka fish to the pond. So these are tiny. I think the big ones might be an inch. The little ones are probably half an inch. So they have a like a bluish gray white color. So some interesting features about these fish is they're supposed to be cold resistant. So hopefully they'll survive through the winter when the pond freezes over. They originate in Japan, which does also have cold winters, and they're fast breeders. So the adults are supposed to they're supposed to be laying eggs like almost every day, and these are all adult size. So hopefully they'll start laying some eggs, and that will increase the chance that that I have Medaka, because I know like probably a few of them are probably gonna not survive the winter, and a few of them might get eaten. So my best chance of getting Medaka fish in this pond are for these guys to start breeding fast, which they're known for. So even though these are tiny, I mean because they're imported, they're expensive. I mean I think they were like $3.50 a fish. So for like 20 fish, it was like $70, which is pricey. I mean, I wouldn't buy these again. I mean, from here on out, they're on their own. If they want to stay in this pond, they're gonna have to breed. But I'm not gonna keep putting this amount of money into these fish. See, a few of them actually managed to swim off. There's just a few of them over here. But I also did get a few goldfish, a few more goldfish. A few of them, I got like 6 goldfish. They're on this end over here. I know the goldfish are fine. I've had goldfish here for a couple of I think I'm in my 3rd winter now with goldfish. Those are the ones I just added. So even with the goldfish, which are very cold resistant, like there, I do get a few that I think like last winter I found 8 after the ice thawed out. I found 8 dead, which means probably at least twice or 3 times that had probably died and ended up in the bottom of the pond. But enough of them survive that they're able to, to breed. So and that's a good thing with these fish is when they lay eggs, like they'll lay like a few hundred eggs at a time. The goldfish when they go into when they start breeding. So yeah, the goldfish are doing fine. I did put some koi in there. It's hard to tell if the koi have succeeded, because at this point the koi don't look very different from goldfish, because both the goldfish and the koi come in different colors. So until the koi get something like 2 feet long, I'm not going to know if the koi actually have been successful. I think the koi are probably a little bit less. I don't think they're as tough as the goldfish. I think the goldfish are probably the toughest fish on the planet. They're known for surviving through cold winters, very low oxygen. Goldfish are tough. Koi are also, they come from Japan, which again has cold winters. So, but a lot of times with these koi ponds, they filter them, and they have like these, they oxygenate them. And this is a natural pond that I've built. So I mean I built it, but it's not filtered. Basically, it's 5,000 gallons, and then when it rains, it overflows, and that's how the water kind of gets flushed out. So it's a natural pond that I've built. So goldfish are doing great. The rosy red minnows are also doing great. They've survived through the winter. What else do I got in there? I got some white cloud minnows. It's hard to know how they're doing. They're small, so they don't really stand out that much from the rosy red minnows. The Medaka should stand out. So if they succeed, and because they're supposed to be fast breeders, so you saw what those looked like before. So by next summer there should be like a few hundred of them in here, if they are successful. It's kind of funny here. I had a tree. I was standing here, and this tree just freaking fell over. This dead tree over here. I was standing like right over there when I first put the bags of the fish bags in the water so that they could acclimate to the fish temperature. And just as I was putting it in, this fish just this tree just like just collapsed, and it's not even windy or anything today. It's like almost 80, 85 degrees. This tree just collapsed. I mean, the good thing about these trees that fall, when they fall, they make a really loud sound as they crack. They crack and they fall. So I get that tractor with the forks and move this out of the way. But yeah, the pond goes all the way around over here. So yeah, it's a total of it's probably like 5,500 gallons, a little bit more. It's not, I'm about 150 feet from a stream, so it never really dries out because there's basically groundwater. I mean, last year we had almost 3 months of no rain, and yeah, it did drop a little bit, but I think it dropped down to like maybe 2,000 gallons from the 5,500. So basically it had dried up from like this point here all the way back. That had all dried up. It goes all the way back to that cone over there. So the back end had dried up, but that's the shallow end. It's like somewhere between 2.5 feet. It's about 2 feet going that way, and on the last end of the pond there's about a foot. But this end here, that's the deep end. It's like an average of like 2.5 to 3.5 feet. This end here didn't dry out at all. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys those Medakas I put in the pond. Those are very interesting fish because, like I said, they're cold water hardy. They got some interesting colors. As I saw, they do stand out in even the small ones kind of stand out. And they're fast breeders, so hopefully I'll get lots of Medakas. So drop some comments, let me know what you guys think. I'll talk to y'all soon. Hey, one more thing I wanted to add about the Medakas. I did also buy some eggs online, right? Medaka eggs on eBay, because you can get like, it was cheaper. I mean, you can get something like, I think it was something like, shit, how many eggs was it? 30 eggs for like $50. And you kind of like hatch them out. And I think out of like the 30 I bought, I think like maybe 8 hatched out. And of the 8, only 5 survived that I put in the pond. And they were like really tiny. So even though it's like a better deal economically, the chances of them growing to adulthood and laying eggs are pretty low. I mean, that's, I think you're better off like having done it both ways. Hatched out eggs that I bought online and paid more for like adult Medaka fish. The better way is to just pay more for the adult Medaka fish, get them into the pond, because they're already fast. You put them in as fast swimmers. They can swim. They can survive. I think you got a better chance of them surviving and breeding if you buy them as adults than if you get them as little fish eggs. Try to hatch them out and get them to the point where they can breed. So my thoughts on that.